What's up, people? How you guys doing? Doing a late night stream with my homeboy Donnie over here, just chilling. Donnie had to do some work today, so when he got home, he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I was like, "All right, cool." What's up, Gamer King 316? What's up, Andrew? How you doing, Donnie?
What's up, man? Another day, another dollar. Ready to go.
Yeah, I feel you. Fuck, I should have named the stream. Hold on, let me go and edit the name of the stream. I'm gonna call it Spider-Man. Hey, what up, JJ? I'm gonna put Spider-Man trailer.
Came up.
Huh?
You baiting it?
No, actually, the trailer did come out.
I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show it on the screen. I'm gonna show it on the stream. Also, while I do this, did you hear about how Warner Brothers wasn't happy with the Batman movie?
The new one is coming out now?
Yes, sir.
So they can't reshoot it, can they? They ain't talking about reshooting it, are they, or canceling it?
They might delay it again. From what I'm hearing, and I'm like,
so they
really?
guess. They picked it for a test audience, and the test audience didn't like it.
I think they just played it for themselves. Some geeky guy came in with a super chat. Hey guys, which do you think is more likely you will see in the future, Bigfoot or the No Way Home trailer? You know what, Shift? Just some geeky guy. You sent me the trailer, right? So I'm gonna actually play it for Danny, and I'm gonna play it for you guys in here, man. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I gotta go to my history. And I'm gonna play the Spider-Man trailer, man. Here we go. Right there. Very simple. Yeah, man. Jason Lee actually sent it to me last night. And I was like, oh man, but I was sleeping, so I didn't really watch it. But we're all gonna watch this together, guys. This is gonna be exclusive on Bigaford Entertainment. I got the link up for the Spider-Man trailer. Boom. Watch this one. See it there, Danny? Danny, you hear me? Oh, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can see it? All right, because I wasn't on the screen. All right, so here we go. I'm going to play it now. Spider-Man, what,
Take
No Way Home trailer?
Take the super chat off.
Oh, yeah, sure. There we go. Spider-Man, No Way Home trailer, guys. Hope you enjoy it, man. Hope I don't get a copyright strike for this, but we'll see. Here we go.
What the fuck? That was not funny, bro.
We're no strangers to
Oh fuck. So funny, Danny.
Rick Ashley, really?
Jason sent that to me last night, but the joke about it is whoever made that trailer actually made a channel, called it Sony Entertainment, has the Sony logo and everything, and ended up with like almost 1,000 subscribers.
Damn.
Let me see if the subscribers went up since this thing was put out. Yep, subscribers went up to 1,007, and this video got 749,000 views.
Jesus Christ.
Some geeky guy with another $5 cheaper. Unpopular opinion, but I love Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up song. Yeah, that song's a classic, to be honest with you. You know,
never gonna give you up, never gonna back you down.
Danny, you're a rapper, not a singer.
When I first heard him, I thought I was a black man. You don't sound white to me.
No? Nah. It kind of seemed like a
looks like a
guy to me.
Do for Love. I could have sworn that guy was black. When I saw he was a white guy, what?
I agree. That one, I agree with you. Duck Dodgers with a $2 super chat. Thank you guys very much. Much appreciated. Be honest, did Rob clickbait that video? Well, if you watch the show,
I done got ready for it. See that shit there.
If you watch the show, you know what me and Donnie thought about it. So absolutely 100%. And I think I just clickbaited. Hey, but I did show a Spider-Man trailer because it had a little bit of Spider-Man in the beginning.
A whole 3 seconds.
Watch me wake up tomorrow and this fucking video have like 10,000 views and shit. Because I am going to change the name when I'm done. I'm going to put a Spider-Man trailer reaction.
Okay.
Hey man, what if they could do the clickbait? Why the fuck can't I?
Okay, all right.
You know, that person got what 700, almost a million views on that video, bro.
That's crazy. That is mind-boggling.
It's unbelievable. It's
got
really
paid for it. I don't know how much. I can't remember how much they pay you, but you got that many views. You got a nice little check coming.
Yeah, damn right. Watch, I'm changing this name now. Delete Spider-Man trailer.
And I made the thumbnail for tomorrow.
Yeah, what's the topic for tomorrow?
Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
Going to be.
You sitting there talking about me with the clickbait, and look at you.
I did that. I did what the person that owns the channel told me to do.
I feel you. Oh, he told you to make it that?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I'll show you the thumbnail. I'm sent it to you now. He approved it and gave me the green light. So,
well, to be honest with you, it's what's popping right now. You know what I mean? So,
I got no issue with it.
Nope. And if it gets you like over 100 people watching that channel, then you might as well. Did you guys see the new Shazam suit? Yes, we did see it. And I actually thought it was a little bit better than the first one. Hey, guys, you still up? You want to come in here for a bit, man? Let me know. Just some geeky guy with another $5 super chat. Breaking news. The entire cast of Story Lives will be in No Way Home to teach Holland how to be a proper comic accurate Spider-Man. I think he'll be a better Spider-Man than Andrew Garfield. I think Andrew Garfield's the one that needs the help. You know what I mean? I think
crazy as hell.
I think Andrew Garfield's the one that needs the help.
I think you got the wrong stuff in your pipe.
Of course you do. But you know what?
That is insane to me. You say that.
But it's okay if your opinion's wrong, Danny. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
I'll give you Toy is a better Spider-Man. I mean, the better Parker, but he is not the better Spider-Man.
So now all of a sudden you're talking about who's the better Parker, eh? Before you said it was him all the way, but now, wonder who's turning into a yes man now.
No yes man. I mean,
he said all three are good. I actually think if you were to put all three together, you'd probably have the perfect Spider-Man. From the comics, if you could get Spider-Man.
Toby Parker, and then add some of Tom Holland's like his innocence,
and
then
Andrew Garfield's jokes and
stuff when he's in the suit, because that Spider-Man really talks shit to his villain when he's fighting them, like he did.
I agree. So yeah, I think if you get them all together, you could probably get perfect Spider-Man, but we'll see. I'm excited for it. You excited for Loki coming out next week?
I am. I saw the video. Was something I was watching on somebody's YouTube. Mine was y'all's, and it had sometimes it showed like the advertisements and stuff, and it showed the Loki. It seems like that guy is pulling for Loki. Can't think his name.
The Wilson guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's put because he's saying the timeline is all messed up and they need Loki to fix it. So it seems like things are kind of out of control with the timeline police, whatever. And Loki is one of the only ones, maybe the only one that can put it back. So
yeah, I'm waiting to see what it looks is gonna be.
Yeah. I think they're gonna have an anti-hero. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Do you think he's gonna start off bad or is he gonna be straight up like all like good? Because remember,
I think he's gonna fool us. We thinking he good and stuff, and at the end he's gonna do old Loki shit.
Could be.
Kind of like he did in Thor 2 when we thought it was Odin sitting on the throne and it actually was him.
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be something like that.
What up, Terrence? What are you saying? Anzo wanted to drop in real quick and say hello. Yeah,
What's
no
up,
problem.
Terrence?
No problem. I'll send you the link.
Oh,
you made that thumbnail, Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, you're better on your thumbnails, eh? What do you use to make them?
This thing on my phone called Thumbnail Maker.
Thumbnail Maker. Okay. Hold on. Just stupid.
Then you sent me that Storms Live thing when we first went to one with your name, with your logo on it, bigger forward.
Yeah.
So I just cut it down, trim it down, cut the storm lines out, and then place it on there, and then just write the Spider-Man No Way Home, change the color.
Okay. Oh, Terrence, you got to get yourself like some kind of social media so it's easier for me to send you these links, man. Okay, hold on, Terrence. It's coming. It is coming. What's up, chat? Any questions in the chat you guys want? Just holler at us. Let us know. Okay.
You reckon Josh is at work?
Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you what.
You want some of Josh, eh?
Boy, he was tripping me out, lad. I watched that playback. I was like, what is this cat smoking? I was like, oh my God.
And you notice how he was like, yeah, I had this for a long time, but I waited.
You go in Lowe's and okay, that is not a specialized profession. You
no problem.
You should be familiar with that. But to know how every intricate thing works, shit.
I know, right? Shit. Not gonna bother checking my last super chat. Oh, you sent the last one? I'm sorry, man. My bad. Because I was trying to send Terrence the link, geeky guy. So sorry I missed that one. But you came with another $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Do you think it's likely that Wanda's tampering with reality caused the Maguire and Garfield universes to collide in the MCU? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if that's the route they're gonna go. Maybe, but I don't see why. It would definitely have something to do with Wanda. Absolutely.
Why would
What up,
they
Terrence?
tamper? I don't know if they have that much say over a Sony product because at the end of the day, Spider-Man is still Sony. So I don't know if they'll do all that.
You're a good point. But I think that Sony will end up going back. Spider-Man will end up going back over to Sony. So I think this multiverse thing is a way for them to make that happen.
Yeah. Well, what's up, Gascar? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what's up, Terrence? What's up, man?
Hello, Danny.
Very much so. Very much so. He asked me if my title is clickbait. Very much so.
Yeah. Sometime, man, when in Rome.
Do like the Romans, brother. So what's popping, Terrence? What's going on?
Oh, I was before I got the alert for your stream, I was reading Sweet Tooth. It's a DC comic book series under the Vertigo imprint. So
Mm-hmm.
it's outside of the main DC continuity. I was reading it. I've been reading it for a few weeks now. I'm on the 24th issue out of 40 because the series is dropping in a couple of hours on Netflix.
Who series?
So
Sweet
it's called
Tooth.
Sweet Tooth. Yeah,
Sounds
it's
Never heard of it.
damn.
yeah, it's
Sound like some
what
damn
happened
gay
was
stuff.
a month ago I saw the trailer and I saw that it was from DC. So I was like, "Who's Sweet Tooth?" So I clicked on it,
It sound like a
watched
bad
it,
pimp movie.
and because Robert Downey Jr. He's the producer of the show. He said that he read the comics and he wanted to, get that show made. So
Mhm.
I watched the trailer and I was fascinated by it. So I decided to start reading the comic book series, and the comic book series is amazing. So so far from the 24 issues that I've read, the show looks very much on point with what I've read so far. So to give you the gist of it, what you have is a world where 99% of the humans have died out from a virus,
Mhm.
and these hybrids they came into existence, half animal, half human, and the remaining humans they're very much upset at these hybrids because they feel like they are the cause of this virus that wiped them out. And
Okay.
every single human on the planet is guaranteed to die. Like what happens is they start to get very sick, they start coughing up blood, and then they die a very painful death. So if you have like say two humans, you can have one that dies in a couple of weeks or one that dies in a couple of months, but either way they're going to die very painfully. So the few scientists that happen to be alive, they're trying to figure out what happened. Like, did the virus come as a result of the hybrids, or did the hybrids come as a result of the virus? So
Mhm.
which one happened first? So, Sweet Tooth is they gave him that nickname, like his real name is Gus, but his dad he kept him in the woods most his life because he said that if you go beyond the trees, then the humans are going to kill you, because
Okay.
you're different.
Mhm.
So one day he went out beyond the trees to get some firewood, and he came across some candy, and he started eating it. He's never had candy before, so he went back to his dad like, "Hey, Dad, look what I found." And his dad like grabbed him and started freaking out like, "Son, what the fuck you doing? You can't be like, grabbing the candy and shit." And then the dad started crying. He was like, "I'm sorry I yelled at you, son, but these are some of the traps that humans set for your kind. They put like toys and candy, and when you go out to get it, then that's when they string you up and torture you and drag you back to a lab and kill you."
Mhm.
So, he took a liking to this candy, and that's how he got his name, Sweet Tooth. So, within the first issue, by the time you get to the end, his dad is dead. At the start of the issue, his mother is dead. So both he loses both his parents before you even get into the deeper roots of the story.
Mhm.
And along the way, these hunters grab him and they're about to kill him. They're like backhanding him and throwing him up against the tree and all kinds of shit. And this big dude named Jeopard, he comes out of nowhere and he kills those hunters. And Jeopard acts as like a protector to young Sweet Tooth. And but you get to the point where he betrays him, but then he goes back to help him because he feels guilty about it. And Sweet Tooth is just trying to make his way in the world, but it's confusing to him because out of all the hybrids, he looks very handsome in the way that he looks, and then he has like the kind of reindeer antlers, and the humans are trying to figure out like, why are you so much older than the other hybrids that we come across, and how come you look less animal like? And they're trying to figure it out, and then they find out that he doesn't have a belly button. So they're like, what are you supposed to be, man? Like, so you were created, you weren't born like the rest of them. And then he's like, no, I was born, my parents died and stuff. And then the scientist like, that don't make no fucking sense. So maybe you were the one that caused the human species to die. Maybe this shit is your fault. Maybe because of you, we got all the other hybrids that subsequently killed off the human species. So like it gets like really crazy. And I love that premise. And like it's crazy how I went from the trailer to the comics and then just how faithful it looks already. And I'm like past the halfway point. Like I can't get enough of it. Like every time I get to the end of an issue, I'm like, you get presented with more questions than you do answers. And the show, if it even does like 50% of that, I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of it. So
yeah, and it comes on tonight.
yeah, it's supposed to drop at midnight. So they're dropping the whole season. So I'm not gonna be able to finish all the comics by the time it drops, but I'm already like a little more than halfway through. So I'll continue to read them until it's done because I wanted to see. Because I was like, if it's too many comics, I'm not gonna be able to read them all. But I figured if it was a reasonable amount, then I can get through it. So Robert Downey Jr. and his wife were saying that they read the stories and they wanted to bring it to the people because of the the whole pandemic situation and the idea of a virus. And the creator Jeff Lemire, when he had created it some years ago, way before the pandemic, it's so fitting for what's going on now. And then like when you think about the different variants that are out there that humans are afraid of, and you kind of look at the Sweet Tooth storyline, the hybrids could be considered the variants in the virus, so it just becomes universal in that sense. And it gives you a kind of a chill feeling in your bones when you're seeing all that stuff unfold.
Gotcha. And were you able to see Shazam's new suit?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. I like it. It's like it's a tighter fit. It kind of looks like how they designed Henry Cavill's Superman suit. Which is interesting because that's kind of what humans wanted initially, but in the beginning, like the suit that he wears in the first installment, I thought it was cool. Like I wasn't really concerned because I'm like, he's gonna get another suit, like especially if they make multiple movies. So this kind of falls in line with what I thought they would do anyway. And I think it looks awesome. And I could tell that Zachary Levi, he got a little bigger because it's skin tight. You know what I mean? So, I could tell he bulked up a bit. So that's good.
I wonder how they're going to do the rest of the Shazam family.
I don't even know if they're in it, to be honest with you.
It makes zero sense to put them in at the end. They don't have them at all at this one.
Good point.
I think they're in there. Because when we were watching the different interviews and stuff, like you had the whole cast that was there. And then
that's right. Yeah.
Right. So
and then what's his name came out? Sinbad.
Yes, Sinbad is one of the additions. So like he might act as a friend. Maybe they meet him or whatever, and then he gets pulled into that because
you may be the voice of Mr. Mine.
Yeah, Mr. Mine is it's interesting because from a physical perspective, he's stronger than what humans would think. But to me, the biggest threat of him is his mind. Like he's a super genius. So, his want and need to get into the magical realm and, get as much, magic behind him and individuals that are going to follow his vision. You pull in Dr. Savannah and all these other characters. So, I think that if they just simply explore the magical realm, that'll give humans something that they haven't seen before. Just a bunch of crazy ass magic. And then it'll also prepare you for characters like Teth Adam, who's, Black Adam.
Movie Aficionados sent a $2 super chat. Thank you for that. Said, hey, Danny Terrence will check out my cologne review. Absolutely, I will check that out, brother.
Yeah, we'll do.
We'll get off the stream tonight. We'll pop it in there, check it out. How you doing, man? What you up to? We just here chilling. So if you want to come in, it's not a problem. I think Danny actually has a few things to say to you, anyways. So why don't you come up in here, bro? Why don't you come up in here? I'm actually gonna send you the link on Facebook, and if you want to come in, you're more than welcome to.
But man, Anzo, I can't I can't shake that story because it's one of those things like where you read it and then when you're not reading it, you're thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like that, man. Like it's fucking crazy because if you just see the images and stuff, someone might be like, "What the hell is this reindeer kid and all this stuff?" And I'm just like, the storytelling in there is so deep. It kind of baffles me because and also it's very violent too. Like you get a lot of characters getting shot in the head and tossed against the wall and backs broken and all kinds of shit. So I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna make it that violent, but it is on Netflix, so that might happen. But I mean, just like the kid seeing his dad dying and shit, coughing up blood, and he can't do nothing about it.
What's up? Oh, there's a new remake of Night of the Living Dead coming out tomorrow called Rebirth. It's my most anticipated film of the summer.
Zach, if that is your most anticipated film of the summer, son, I really, really, really question what kind of stuff you like.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
Especially all this Marvel stuff that's coming out, and that is your most anticipated movie of the summer? The Rebirth?
I have no idea what it is.
I don't even want to see it.
I'll watch it, but I'll give it a chance. It depends. If it comes on streaming service and it's free, then I'll give it a chance. But if I got to pay for it, nah, because I never heard of it.
Yeah, let me see what Rebirth. Let me look
Google it now.
Sounds like trash.
Man,
Jack's Law is talking about it, so maybe it's something that looks interesting. I like zombie movies, so I'll check it out. I don't have an issue with that.
Man, but
you got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, did it? You seen it? You heard of it, Terrence? I like zombie movies.
The Night of the Living Dead. Like I don't think so. Like, is it like the new one?
Some new one, yeah. You seen it? You heard of it, Terrence?
Oh no,
you might want to turn your computer down, Josh. We can hear echo. What's up, brother?
No, this is 2011 documentary. This ain't it.
Oh, that's not it. Danny, your boy's here.
Mr. Josh.
Let me get my headphones before you say anything. No, it's good. Is it good? You guys can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We're all good, right? No echo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good. What's up, sir?
What exactly were you smoking last night when you see all that stuff? Especially the part about no women.
Nothing. I was sober, man. I might have went a little off the deep end with what I was saying, but
way off the deep end.
Way off the deep end.
Okay, go ahead. Josh, I wasn't there, Josh. If you can explain to me what was going on, then.
I guess in a nutshell, without going back off the deep end, I went like way crazy with it. I was talking about just like women in masculine parts of the workforce. I guess like hardware stores, auto stores, and then it kind of devolved into like women as firewomen and police women. I should have even got into that shit. I should have stuck with what I was saying about Lowe's because I kind of.
Wait. So I'm trying to understand. Like what is? So it's clearly about women, but what's the?
Basically, he feels there's too many women in a male dominated profession that don't know what they're doing.
Well, more to get more clarity, it's too many women that didn't really know, from what I've seen, what they were doing. This was at Lowe's, and again, it devolved into all types of other areas that I don't even know why I did that. I think I just.
Well, I mean, like I'm not at your job, but I mean, if you have humans that don't know what they're doing, then they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, this one didn't. so far my experiences at Home Depot, Lowe's have been very similar. I'm asking for a power drill. I get looks like I have 18 heads.
Oh God.
I ask for, I go to the paint section. They don't know,
Okay. Let me tell you what I've learned. Okay.
Sure.
You can go on your phone to Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, and say power drill. Guess what? It will even tell you what row and aisle is on, bro.
I'm already in the store though, man.
Yeah, I'm saying,
I appreciate that.
You know that you're going there. So before you get in your car to go there to criticize some woman that you think they don't know what the hell they're doing, all you gotta do is go online. Yes, I'm not lying to you. It's for Walmart too. You push there and say, I need a toaster. It would tell you what aisle the toaster is on in Walmart.
And side note, at the end of the day, it was a minor, just a thing I noticed. It wasn't even like the end of the world. I got my fucking heat gun I was looking for. So it was what it was. I didn't kill Colin corporate complain. Hey, you need to teach Sally.
You was mad because Sally didn't know that the heat gun was used to remove.
I wasn't even mad. I was perplexed. I was like, "How do you not know?" And no, just the other little things, like that customer, like the woman who barely could lift the pallet, move the pallet, and then the customer asked, "Do you need any help, sweetie?" And she said, "Yeah, I do."
So what's wrong with that?
What do you mean? He doesn't work there.
Josh, I'll tell you this, man. Like when I used to work at Albertsons in the freezer section, I had to know everything. Like if some human came, like I want this brand with these flavors and this and that, I had to know where that shit is.
Yeah,
like, I had to
Terrence is fire, man. He knows.
Like if I didn't know, those customers, like that happened on like the first week where I didn't know where everything was. Those customers looked at me like they wanted to murder me. Like, how dare you not know where the chocolate and vanilla is? Don't you work here? I'm like,
and I won't even go that far. If you don't know what it is, then that's fine. I'll find somebody else. But I'll be like, all right, well, that's cool. Brother didn't know where it was.
Well, let's go this scenario. Last night I heard you say when I listened to the playback that you were a bouncer. So let's say, for instance, these three tall ass 6'5", 240, 250 guys come in there and fight, and you the bouncer, and then me and Alonzo and Terrence in there, and you don't want us to help. If you three against one,
I can help. I mean. You can. I mean, hey, you're preaching the right choir because I had two fucking guys who I got into a fight with, and I did it basically by myself.
No, I'm saying three NFL size players, and and me and Alzo, they're chilling, and Terrence, and we got drinks ahead, and they need good services.
There, bro, I expect you to help, man. I expect you to help.
Why? We don't work there. We don't work there. We don't work there.
Oh my God, that's not even the right. That ain't even the same.
Josh,
is that not the same premise? Is that not the same premise, Alzo?
Now you're starting. Now you're gonna make. Danny, I already know you, bro. You're gonna make up scenarios that are like.
I'm talking about what you said. You said that the woman should be able to push the cart or whatever and not have the customers help. That's what you said last night.
Did you, Danny? Did you? And I'm glad you're here. Did you catch the stuff? And I did go to. I'm not going to apologize.
I listened to it.
Say that. But I will say I might have went to that was too much. Did you hear the stuff about the police though? Obviously, I'm sure you have female officers.
That is correct. And guess what? If they can't shoot, they can't shoot. We got a serious echo going on.
Yeah, I think it's you, Josh.
Let me get this headphones on.
Yeah, let me see. Go ahead, Danny. Speak.
If they can't shoot, they can't drive, they can't pass the test. All the things, as male or female, it don't matter. If you can't do that, the Academy of South Carolina will not pass your ass. They will send you straight back. And if you get two opportunities, if you don't pass all those tests on your own, you will not be eligible to become a police officer. I don't know about the firemen. I don't know what the world is.
Danny, what about combat, hand-to-hand combat? Since you brought that up.
Every aspect of law enforcement, they have to pass. Defensive tactics, fighting on the ground, handcuffing, pressure points, shooting, paperwork, all that stuff. They have to pass it. We
Good,
all have
man.
to pass it.
So then that's the answer. They're good to go. We're all set, man. We're all set. They're good to go. They
I
passed.
guess it just depends, right? Because like I've been in situations where you have a male and a female cop, and the female cop was always more aggressive than the male cops in my
That is correct.
situations.
Me too.
I got it to the point where I was making the male cops laugh, but the female cops had like the Incredible Hulk kind of face, like they were
Yes.
mad and shit. And I was like,
Yes. Mhm.
okay, like,
It's
do you
called
want to see
emotions,
my
man.
ID? Right? It's like they were trying to compensate, and in those situations, I wasn't a threat or anything. I was talking normal, and they were like elevating their voice and stuff. I'm like, if you want to see my ID, just ask for it. You don't have to go through all that, you know. And it'd be ridiculous. So those happen to be my experiences. I don't know those humans and why they were doing that, but that's what happened.
Oh
And
man,
it's funny that you said that because that happened to me too. One time I was in the metro, you know, on like the subways. So I'm waiting for my son's mother, and I call her and I find out that she's late. But no, that she passed. I was late. So she said, meet me at the spot, right? So I was standing in the metro, the subway. I was waiting for my son's mother for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. But when I got there were cops already in the metro. You know, they're already chilling up there, whatever, questioning people. So I started to go downstairs to catch the subway. And as I'm going down, I could look up and you could see like a balcony type of thing, you know? And I could see them. They're just looking down at me, like just watching me. So I shrug my shoulders. I look, I'm like, what? You know? So I walk to the end and I go sit down. And sure enough, I turn my head and I see them coming down, and I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. So they walk up to me now. Don't really say much, but the fucking male cop, he pulls out his ticket thing and he starts to write me a ticket. You know, so I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm writing you a ticket. I'm like, for what? He's like, loitering. I'm like, loitering? I wasn't here for more than 5 minutes. You guys seen me come in, you know what I mean? The female cop was standing like on the side of him, but she had her hands to her side and her fist clenched. So I'm sitting down. So I'm looking and I'm like, yo, what's up with her, man? She looks like she wants to like punch off my face and shit. You know, didn't say nothing. They gave me the ticket, walked away. Man, I crumpled that ticket up and threw it away. I'm like, fuck that shit, man.
She's ready. I'm Monica Rambeau. You know,
she was ready to box off my face, bro.
She was ready to go Monica Rambeau.
Like it's just like, because like in my neighborhood, it got to the point where like I was being pulled over so much that the cops knew me, like either by reputation or they just had seen me, and they're like, oh, you're that ninja guy in Carson. And I'm like, I don't do ninjutsu. And I would have to break it down to them, and then they get mad because I'm being a smartass. But you know, they're telling me about what I did wrong, and I was doing nothing. I was just going to a friend's house or going to the store or whatever. And you know, they're trying to tell me like, oh, I've been a cop for this long and stuff. And I'm like, are you trying to impress me? Like, is this not going to work? You know, it's like, I understand that they are who they are and they have their feelings. Why do you got to tell me all that stuff?
Let me ask you a question, Terrence, because I can understand, and Danny will probably agree with me on this. When he says like you do that ninjutsu stuff, why don't you just say, yeah, I do, instead of having to actually, no, I don't do ninjutsu. I do kung fu, which is this and it's different. You know, why would you have, why couldn't you just say, yeah, I do ninjutsu?
It's because like, I feel like in some of the situations I did, right? Most of the time I didn't, honestly, but it's just, I felt like because they were wasting my fucking time, I was like, okay, now you're going to get it. Because, you know, it just, they had no reason to stop me. Their whole notion was, we heard of you, or your posture is too straight, or you're not smiling. There must be something wrong. And I'm like, what kind of punk ass reasons are those to pull me over? So I'm like, you gonna
never heard of that before. Never.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm telling you, Danny, like, what? Look, I'll tell you this. One time,
you walking right too straight. I'm gonna stop.
Like, Danny, you're my friend and you're my brother.
No. Terrence is leaving out the fact that he was probably walking straight with a trench coat and his face painted up like the Crow.
Mm-hmm. No. See, like, now that
a sword in his back, like blade.
Okay, but check this out though, right? No, this was a day where I just had on regular clothing, jeans, tank top, you know, nothing special. So up the street from my house is a GNC. I got to the stoplight, and you hear the boop boop, and the cops pull up. They're like, "Is everything okay, sir?" I'm like, "Yes. What do you want?" And they're like, "Oh, we're just making sure everything is fine." I'm like, "Everything is fine." They're like, "Oh, we just saw you standing there and no expression." I'm like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do when I'm at the light? Like, I'm trying to go get some supplements." Like, they literally stopped me because my posture was too straight, apparently. I'm like, "Is that a crime?" So I thought that was like one of the silliest, I thought that was one of the silliest reasons to mess with someone,
Sir, I need you to slouch a little bit more, please.
Right? Like, sir, I need you to slouch and maybe
Sir, I'm
smile
gonna have to
in a
ask you to
couple of
slouch a
seconds.
little bit more. Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
so Danny, when I said that to Terrence, if that happened to you, would that fucking piss you off? If you said you're the ninjutsu guy and some guy tried to break it down to you, like, no, you're wrong.
You trying to be a smart but back a few years ago, you could get away with doing some stuff. Now, if someone's to say that, I keep on trucking. I cut my camera on. Hey, okay, Mr. Ninja. I'll be like, Ninja. I'll probably say something smart like Ninja Vanish, some shit like that.
See, and that's the thing, right? Because in those situations, there was never anything for me that was bad. I was always the one that was calm. They were the ones that they would come in multiple numbers or point guns at my head and all kinds of crazy shit. So while they were telling me calm down and what do you mean? Why are you saying that? I'm like, you humans are the ones with the guns, not me. What what are you doing in these situations?
Right.
Jack Law say my ex-wife got pulled over.
I will say this.
They had her on the ground at gunpoint because her car was the same as some other car.
Damn.
Where do you live at, Jack's Law?
Maybe a car that fit a description or something. What were you gonna say, Josh?
Yeah, man, I should have kept the story. I will say this. Again, I'm not apologizing. I should have kept the story to my expertise because maybe I don't know shit about firemen or policemen, or Danny could have came on and corrected me there, like Josh, you're out of your way.
Boy, I was chomping at the bit while I was driving down. I was like, why the hell didn't I come on last week? Because it would be like, let's say, for instance, that they hire you for a job. And let's say we want to hear bluegrass country. You'd be like, well, I don't know about bluegrass or country. I don't have that music.
Oh no, I do have country music, but go ahead though. Continue.
I'm just saying bluegrass.
Your random analogy again. Here we go.
Some kind of music that you don't have. They'd be like, well, damn, what kind of DJ is this?
Well,
guy?
first off, I could download anything. I have my tablet ready to go, download anything, and I do. I play random shit right there. I play random shit all the time. People pay me to play it, so I have to. Yo, play Medusa. Here's $20. Absolutely, here's Medusa. These guys, I call them Medusa because they fucking pay me $20 to play it one time. It's craziness.
Okay. Well,
I think I want Josh's job.
I'm of the mindset that if woman or man, black, white, blue, or green, if you can do the job, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I have an issue is when you can't do the job. And if
that's what my problem is. That was my problem.
But if I go into Home Depot and I ask lady, hey, where's the paint at? And she don't know it because it might not be her department. She might be.
That's what I said.
In lawn guard. And she might be, hold on, let me get somebody. Do you have customers meet in paint or something? Or she calls somebody and say, oh, paint's on aisle 7 or aisle 6, but she's working somewhere else.
Josh is like,
this chick was walking around. She was going from one place to another place. It's like, dude, you should be a Jackie of all trades, not Jack of all trades.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. I've been in law enforcement 25 going on 26 years.
Yeah.
My forte is basic. I know basic, like a little bit about crimes, any kind of crimes. There's two specialties that I know very little about: narcotics and SWAT. I don't mess with that. That ain't my bag.
They have the DEA for that, right?
I know. No, every department usually have a division. Like I'm over patrol, which handles regular calls. If any kind of crime, basic crime, common crime, I'm the supervisor over that. You got a supervisor that's over investigations. I know about investigations. I've been in that before. But there's a division called narcotics, and all they deal is with.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't mess with it because it deals with a lot of money, and it's you one cent off one way or the other. They talk about all this kind of indictment and shit. So I don't even fuck with it. I don't even talk about it.
Dave, you gotta step your game up against narcotics, brother. No, I'm messing with you.
Hell no.
I
can call you and tell you who to reach now. Hey, you want to know about narcotics? Call such and such. Call Captain so and so. Or call Lieutenant so and so.
No, man, I need right now. These guys are going outside with the drugs.
So the special.
I don't have time for that, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, get your ass out of town. I mean, out of that situation. And this is the saying I heard on Super Friends. He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. So that's what you need to do. All right.
Oh my God. Okay. So
Panic on Super Friends and shit.
That's right.
So the special weapons and tactics, the SWAT, right? Like, is that the division that has the most fun in terms of everything?
Hey,
What do you say? You have fun and everything, bro.
Juju, man, you don't have to do anything, bro. You go to work because you have to, not because you want to. I don't know about that, man. What do you guys?
Well, a lot of people go to work because they have. You go to work because you have to, not because I want to.
I agree with that.
Sure.
Except for maybe you, because you work at a fucking strip club.
I don't even want to hear that about Josh, because when the stuff was closed down, I heard him talking about he needs this, he's looking for this, looking for that. So shit.
I got it. I was gonna fix the phones and do all the shit, you know.
But you gotta go to work.
But it was something that that was something I was interested in. I don't know what. I don't even want to get into that, man. That's a whole other thing.
I just
you gotta go to work. You don't have.
I find it interesting.
How you gonna live?
Like, I just find it interesting when you have humans that pick a job and then they spend 7 days a week complaining about it. I'm like, you could pick another job.
I'm so happy that Terrence is here because he's the voice of reason, man. When I can't. Terrence is definitely the voice of reason, brother. Because I know he was gonna say that, like, because you don't have to do shit.
Wait, hold on. So Danny is saying I'm not. Like, I want to hear why this is not the case.
Because Danny, you wanted to be in law enforcement since how long?
Up, kid,
and you do, right?
I'm not saying okay. I'm saying that some people get the profession that they want to do, but some people can't do that. This wasn't a lifelong dream. I thought I was going to go to college and be in like advertisement. That's what I was thinking in high school, but it didn't pan out that way. But now I found a secondary profession, and I like it.
Okay. Anzo, you want to do sales? I don't know. I think that's what you do, right? Sales.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it. You're good at it.
Let me ask you this.
I didn't know I was good at it when I started.
When you was a little boy and the teacher said, "What you want to do?" I want to be a disc jockey in a strip club. That's what you said.
I wouldn't. I mean, I probably did at some point. I was like,
oh man, I
was a
had
bad little boy, man. I don't know.
Oh shit, man! I had all kinds of crazy answers from my teacher. I think
I want to be a wrestler, man. At one point, I'm gonna be a wrestler. I got my feet already.
Josh, I had.
I'm happy I didn't do that stupid shit. Like, I'm gonna go in the backyard wrestling and get staples put in my head and all that shit. Fuck, they don't even make that much money, dude.
I had all kinds of crazy answers from my teacher. Like, 1 minute it was a professional wrestler, the next minute it was a porn star. Like, I was all over the place.
Because kids is dumb as hell, man. Kids be dumb as hell. I want to be a wrestler.
A porn star? Really? A porn star?
Yes, I'm telling you, like, that was the shit that got me in trouble because they literally called my parents and they're like,
I wonder why.
Today.
I wonder why.
But I mean, in that moment, I was being honest, like the teachers were asking
you
questions.
Being a smart ass because you thought gonna get a laugh and that backfired on you. That was you being a smart ass. Okay,
but my thing is that sometimes in life you just gotta let humans know, and like that could get you in trouble. But if you're feeling it, you gotta let humans know. I feel like
sometime in life you can't say the first thing that comes to your mind. For a laugh.
You gotta keep shit to yourself.
That's right.
See, then, and that's the thing, right? Because I remember my teachers would tell me that they're like, Terrence, sometimes it's better to leave stuff on the back burner and not say it. I'm like, negative. I'm definitely saying that. And I'm like, that's called being honest. And then, that'd get me into trouble. But I feel like honesty had some positive benefits too.
If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it get you in trouble, what does that make you? What does that make you?
Here's the thing, though. But as I said, though, sometimes it also had positive results. So I didn't always get in trouble, but it just depends, because a lot of times when it comes to humans in authoritative positions, like they want to control you. They have these rules and stuff where they say that you should or should not say certain things. But I'm just like, if you ask me a question and you don't like my answer, then you should cease asking those questions if you're expecting a certain type of answer all the time. So clearly, my teachers were not expecting those responses, which led them to have those reactions, which led to them calling my parents, which led to me getting my ass whooped. But it all worked out in the end, though.
Hey, let me spoke something, though. I will say this. Even if you're at that spot that you don't want, if you work at McDonald's, right, and you're doing the fries, you're, putting the fries in, let me check the timer, et cetera, learn to do the next thing. Learn how to clean the floors next. Move your way up. If you're going to be fucking stuck there at Mickey D's flipping the burgers, learn how to flip the burgers, do the next thing, turn that red shirt in for a gray shirt, man. Turn that gray shirt in for a white shirt. Get better at the spot that you're going to be at, right? If you're gonna be fucking stuck there, if you want to be in a
high five,
I have never heard.
Anzo, you're in sales, man. No, it's not condescending. Well, I was trying to think of a job that people don't want. I don't know, man. If you're wherever the fuck you are, man, a janitor. Danny, you did it. You worked your way up. I don't know if you wrote your tickets. Now you're in the office with that blue shirt instead of the black shirt. And Anzo, too, you move your way up through sales. You know what? I'm gonna sell 1,000 fucking units instead of 100 this month. Then I'm gonna sell 10,000, next year or whatever. Right? Am I right?
Okay.
I got into sales because the money was good. That's why.
Josh, I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say that I worked my way up, because in the past 5 jobs, I merely just talked my way into the positions. I was able to articulate what I wanted to the bosses, and they put me in positions that ordinarily you would have to work towards.
That's what's up, though. You talked your way through. You grinded up. You hustled to get where you wanted to be.
Right.
That's what you got to do. You played the game, man. Just like I think Anzo and Danny played the game, man. They hustled to where they want. So it's not like, oh, woe is me. I got to do this job and I don't want to do it. No, make something out of it if you're going to be there.
Right. I mean, that's like, go ahead, Anzo.
I was just going to say, but yeah, sometimes you're in jobs where there is no chance to advance. You know what I mean? There's jobs like that where you're just stuck doing the same shit over and over again.
I'm buying the store, bro. I'm doing it. I'm gonna fucking grind up. I'm getting that. I'm trading that blue shirt. I'm working 7 days a week, and I'm gonna do he didn't even ask me to take out the garbage. I'm taking it out. What do you think about me now, boss? Yo, let me get this 15-cent raise, 25-cent raise, $1 raise.
Yeah, you gotta play the game, because like when I went to get my first job, I didn't even have $1 to my name.
I had saying no, Danny. You moved your way up. You're a case study, bro. You moved your way up. You're gonna be captain soon too, man. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, Miller, I told you not to do that."
Bro, I done passed captain, bro.
Oh, you said you were what is that?
Major.
That's past captain. Okay. How do you become commissioner, man?
But it is a game, Josh, because like you have to know how to play it, because like for me, like for my first job, I didn't even have $1 to my name, right? And at that time, I was on the streets. I had like holes in my clothes, and my hair was all fucked up. And humans were telling me like, you got to get a suit and you got to do the resume and this and that. I was like, no, I'm gonna go talk to the person that owns this place, So they're like, no, you can't do that. You got to fill out this form and do this and that. I skipped over all that because I figured if I can convince this human to hire me in the position that I want, I feel like I did something good. So for a few days, they kept giving me the runaround, telling me the boss was going to be here and he wasn't. And finally, I saw him and I just went up to him and spoke, and then he gave me the position. So I played that game, in spite of humans telling me that, oh, you're not going to be able to do that.
What kind of jobs these were?
Hey, Danny.
What kind of jobs were these?
Hold on,
Oh,
before
the first one was I was stocking the freezers at Albertsons, right? So in
Okay.
that particular position,
what's up,
the
Truth?
humans that were working there at the time, they told me like, no, you got to be here for 2 years before you can get to that. I was like, no, because I wanted to get something that wasn't dealing with a whole lot of humans. I wanted to like do a task and get paid for it. So they were trying to give me like the bag position and all these daytime positions. I was like, no, let me talk to the boss. They're like, well, I work here. I'm like, are you the boss? Go get me the boss. So that's how I did that. And that's how I did with every job, including the next job that subsequently came after that with my security guard job. Same thing. I went there, went to talk to the boss, no resume, none of that. And I talked my way into the position, because the resume was something where the humans look over it and they deem if you're qualified for that
Yep.
position. And I was just like, I don't need a piece of paper to tell you that. Let me explain to you why I'm the right one for the job and why you are not going to make a mistake by putting me in that position. So I was able to do that over and over again to get my positions.
Oh, Lakers lost.
Hey, yes, sir. The Lakers are losing. They're gone, boy.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
mean,
well, they'd
if
be
you're
at
not
home.
the Nets, you're
They'd
done,
be right.
man.
They'd be right there
Nets,
with San Antonio.
Nets, man.
Huh?
They'd be at the same resort with the Spurs.
Yeah, Nets are
Yeah,
winning.
don't matter. Everybody was saying you got this super team with LeBron James, Anthony Davis. You
Because
There's a
of
picked
hurt.
up
bigger one.
Schroeder.
There's a
Because he
bigger
was
super
hurt.
team.
Hmm?
Because he was
LeBron
hurt.
is done.
Bro, the Lakers are the children of Thanos, and the fucking Nets are the Avengers, bro. Like that's
That's
a good
fun.
analogy for you.
Lakers are
All right,
done.
when you see
I
them
wouldn't
running,
think the Lakers. To tell you the truth, if they ain't 16 sharp, they're not going to beat Milwaukee. Milwaukee is playing on all cylinders now, buddy.
no, definitely crush Milwaukee.
You don't think
Okay.
the Nets are gonna win?
They're definitely gonna beat Milwaukee, man.
No,
Yeah, absolutely.
I said if they're not 16 sharp. Okay.
Oh,
It's
well,
But I tell you,
so Josh, I have a question for you. So you work at a strip club, right?
I work at 2 strip clubs, man. Yeah, brother.
Okay, so you're what do you do in these establishments?
I DJ. I play the music. One place I play the music. I call the girl, hey, we're gonna welcome blah 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 to the stage, and don't forget 2-for-1 drink special. I do all that shit, the mic stuff. This other club I work at, I'm like the jack of all trades. It's fucking. I'm ready to leave, man. I think my replacement's coming soon. So
I mean,
Danny.
because like the only reason I was asking is because at the time when I was doing security, because I've done stuff where I protect property and I have humans. They bring in their trucks and they drop items off and watching workers and all kinds of stuff.
right.
So like at that time, I was told like, hey, you should be a bouncer at one of these clubs or something. And I was like, oh, I could see myself doing that. I definitely have the skills to beat the shit out of
Yeah.
humans. So I feel like,
It's not even
Well-
beating the shit out of humans. It's also about like de-escalating, so you don't have to beat the shit out of humans too.
that's
And I
very
try
true,
to.
right?
I
Like,
help with that too. I help with that too because when it's fucking stupid Xbox. Oh my god! When I stand next to our bouncer Jay, just because there's like 3 people deep, 4 people deep, I'll stand next to him, but I won't be like with my shoulders out. I'll just be like casual, like, oh hey, what's going on out here? Just watching. And not try to start and escalate. You want to de-escalate.
right. Of course, no, that's very true, right? Because when it comes to communication, ever since I was a kid, like I was told that I'm very good at it, in terms of getting humans to pay attention when I talk. So, de-escalating a situation is first. I mean,
You
they
make a lot
even
of money,
taught me
man.
that, in martial arts, but
Yeah.
it's like, being able to read the room, right? Whatever's going on with the human, assess their emotions and try to
Yeah.
calm them the fuck down. Like I get that. Because
You see
humans,
you see somebody with a phone out, they can't be recording shit. You got to be like, oh fuck, I see that phone from like a mile away, and you got to like assess the situation and
Mhm.
approach it hastily, but not angrily. Like you can't be like
Right.
barking orders at people. Yeah, man.
Right. I mean, when it comes to these
They,
situations, especially like with security, right? Like I've dealt with all sorts of silly humans and situations and stuff.
yeah,
And none of the situations did I ever get mad. It was more of just reading the situation. And
yeah,
my job was to, calm it down, get them away from the property, the items, or whatever it is. So for me, that was easy. And I try to warn them too. Look, I ain't trying to fuck you up. Just comply. Do
It's
what
not
you're
personal,
told
it's
to do.
business. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And you make a lot of money doing that too,
Yeah.
Not as much as the DJ, but make some money though.
Hey, Donnie,
Right.
would you be able to do Josh's job?
DJ?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
He isn't fucking
Okay, not
no
no.
offense. I mean,
DJ in a strip club.
No.
he doesn't know music, man.
I wouldn't even go there.
What do you mean he don't know music?
Neither of you know. Okay, so you guys know music, like the new music. When they ask you
little
about
bit.
like Who Shiesty and little Xanax and little Tay and all this shit, and you know how to mix how to match the BPMs and everything.
Absolutely, bro. I use virtual DJ.
Okay.
I use virtual
Shit, the
DJ.
same way you say you download that shit, I do. If they want to damn hear it, I want to hear Cuckoo Kaka. I'll punch in Cuckoo Kaka, download it, and play Cuckoo Kaka. I don't give a shit.
Okay. That's cool.
It ain't that hard.
This guy really asked me if I know how to match BPMs.
Yeah, I didn't know if you did. I don't know.
Wasn't I the one that told you I know how to use virtual DJ?
No.
Yeah,
You
we
tell me
talked
that.
about it
Okay.
before. I'll send you a mixtape I made.
Oh, cool. Cool,
Yeah,
man.
I made a few
Look at that shit.
mixtapes.
Cool, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've also hosted karaoke too, sang and stuff like that. Virtual DJ is good for that too because you got the video files and CD plus G files.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of DJs don't want to do that shit either, like karaoke, and it's other things too. Knowing how to deal with the girls too. You gotta be part
The
of the
only
game.
thing I could say I never did with virtual DJ is mixed videos. I never done that yet. But I'm pretty sure.
If you have music
I'm sure I can
videos,
do it.
and if you have music videos and they're same BPMs, the same concept.
Yeah, you can still
just
match
mix
the
it in.
BPMs. Yeah, I know.
You can match it. Match it, and you could mix it.
Yeah, I've been
So
using virtual.
Would you say you enjoy your job, or?
It's something that's musical, man, and when I'm doing good, I'll say this, man. With this new club that I'm at, it's like I'm actually DJing again, and I'm actually seeing people dancing, saying, "Yo, you're the best! Yo, that was fire!" Da, da, da. And it felt good. It was like, wow, man, that actually felt good. I'm actually doing my job. My other job, it was very passive. I didn't even have to really do a whole lot of work. I kind of I would hook one girl up with one guy. Be like, "Oh, is Sally there? Oh yeah, Sally, Johnny's here." And Johnny comes every week and he gets his little VIP dance. They go in the back room. I don't know what they do. I don't want to know what they do. I also pretend I don't know what they do. And that was kind of it. I wasn't really like a DJ. Now I am though. Now I'm choosing the music. And my selection's really good. My playlist that I have set up is really good. And I'm getting good reactions, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy that.
I mean, that's cool, right? Because, I was told by humans that you should do what you're good at. So, for me, I feel like there are things that I can do if I were to concentrate on it and care about it enough. But there are certain things that come to me naturally in the ways of speaking and anything physical. So those are my natural senses about myself. So, if you place me in one of those sorts of positions, then I'm going to excel at that because I find great excitement in that.
So you think you could be a top grade A porn star, Terrence?
Oh, brother.
At this point in time, probably not. I mean,
there's so much amateur shit. You might be able to pull it off, man.
Well, here's the thing, right? When I was in middle school for 3 years in a row, that was my thing. I was studying porn. I was watching everything because that's what I wanted to do. And even though I got in trouble, right? I still was doing the studying and everything and trying to make sure okay, I gotta, be on point with the details and everything. So
wait, Terrence, what are you doing in there? I told you can't come out. I'm studying for work purposes. It's for work. It's for research.
Yeah.
I think Terrence, you should be a bouncer. You should be a bouncer at a strip club.
Yeah,
not even a strip club, just at a club in general.
Any club.
And it's because here's the thing, right?
They're like black Black Dynamite
could-
as a damn bouncer. Who the hell gonna put Black Dynamite as a bouncer? Because he beat everybody ass in there.
He would,
Sweet!
but you see, that would
No.
get Terrence some poom poom. You know what I mean? He would have so much poom poom up in that club. The minute he gets into a fight and does a roundhouse kick and kicks someone's face off, chicks are gonna be like, "Oh, Terrence, wow, how you doing?
The
Let me
pennies
feel
will
your
fall off.
muscles."
The pennies will
Facts.
fall off.
Facts.
It's one of those things, right? Because there's so many different things that I can do, right? Because like I came from a position of having to earn these things and build upon it, right? Like anything physical and stuff like that. So I always made sure to apply myself, and the discipline is there, and the consistency and the willpower, the whole nine. So when I was in middle school, like I had lost interest in certain things versus like when it came to like overall mental and physical training, that was something that stuck the longest. Me being 32 when that started when I was 14. Everything else, like you had these little moments or a couple of years of this and that, and then it will fall away. So that's like the one thing in my life for the most part that's been consistent. So, Anzo, like, you're saying like, being a bouncer and stuff like that, that seems to be very practical, right? So, it's more so like me having to be in a situation or something seems right to me, and then I just kind of go and do it.
Mm-hmm. So do it. You get a job easy, man. You You walk up to a club, be like, "Hey, you guys need a bouncer?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, well, maybe not." And then you do some Bruce Lee shit, you get the job right away.
That's a great point, because most of my experiences, like I've been underestimated in pretty much all of them, right? And I had to win humans over. So because of that, there is something special within me to where before I even get to the situation, my mind is already thinking, I'm going to have to win these humans over, because they're going to be like, Terrence, you ain't going to be able to do this shit. And I'm like, watch me do it. And then not only am I going to do it, but I'm going to do better than the humans that you placed over me. It's like, okay, now I'm going to show you why you fucked up. Let me show you why. And then boom.
Hey, Danny. So this is what I set Danny. He don't even hear. Danny!
You're not asleep, are you, brother? Oh.
Nah, he's probably watching the highlights.
No, man. I'm wide awake, brother.
He's watching highlights of his team losing. That's what you're doing, right?
No,
oh shit! Look at the man, LeBron got fucking smashed. Oh.
So I sent my
hey,
son.
you act like I'm a LeBron fan.
I
ain't never been a LeBron fan.
No, but you're a Lakers fan, so them losing.
I shouldn't talk shit either, though, man. I can't talk.
Yeah,
shit.
Celtics lost too.
Yeah.
But
what about the Spurs? What are they doing? Are they in there?
But this is what I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm actually legitimately. I wasn't even being a dick. I legitimately don't know. I actually no, that wasn't.
Yeah, they were in the playoffs. Yeah, they
are.
in the playoffs.
All three of our teams will be vacationing in the same island together.
The Spurs didn't make the playoffs. No, they didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, they didn't make it?
No, of course not.
I thought they were doing. See, I fucking fell off when I got that.
They were doing well, but when LaMarcus Aldridge left,
they got that stupid play-in crap. I hate that play-in mess.
So this is what I sent. This is what I sent my son. Next year, I guess. He's like, "Fuck you." He said, "How you watching this game, but ain't watch your fucking trash ass Spurs?"
So you said like, LaMarcus Aldridge got hurt, Anzo?
No, he left and went to the Nets.
The Nets. And
he did go to the Nets.
Yeah, but then had a heart thing and retired.
Oh my god!
His next thing is,
I was gonna make that joke. I couldn't even do it. I was like, "No, he's going to the Nets." He did go to the fucking Nets. Yeah, I made that joke about Damian Lillard because he was like, here next year, Damian Lillard's thinking about going to the Nets. He's thinking about sitting on the bench.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, Anzo. Like, okay, so this situation, right? Like, this was a situation where the light got put on me, so to speak, right? You're chilling with a bunch of humans, and a human asks you just that question, I guess, where you're supposed to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they asked me that. So, I'm chilling with friends, and my friend's mom, she says to me, Terrence, I have a question for you. You know, like how, nothing bothers you and you don't get embarrassed and stuff, right? Then everybody looked at me and it was supposed to be like one of those, oh no, how is Terrence going to respond to this kind of thing, right? So I was just sitting there chilling. I'm like, what's up? And then she was like, so since nothing bothers you, do you feel like you'd be able to do like that Magic Mike stuff? And I was like, you talking about dancing in front of females for money? I'm like, if I wanted to do that, I mean, I'm not doing it because there's no inherent interest, but if I got an inkling to do it, like, I don't see why not. Like, there's no shame there. So, everyone kind of laughed, and there was a little bit of disappointment because I guess they thought they were going to get me with that. But I'm just like, I have to have interest in it to do it, because that's something that you got to live a certain lifestyle for. So
I wouldn't do the Channing Tatum part. I would do the Matthew McConaughey part, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
no one wants to see your ass up on stage, Josh.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying, just announcing the people. That's what I do. That's literally what I do.
I thought because I didn't.
No,
see
the Matthew McConaughey. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, okay.
So I thought you were saying Matthew McConaughey was doing some kind of like maybe breakdance stripping or some shit.
I mean,
he's the guy that's like, all right,
okay, yeah. I mean, I saw both of them, right? Because I told her I saw those movies. I was like, the first one's actually pretty good. Like, it actually has a good fucking story. Like,
is that Paul Verhoeven?
In terms of the you talking about the director?
Yeah, that's Paul Verhoeven, right? No,
I'm not sure.
Let me see that shit. Who the fuck is that?
You guys watching a fucking movie with a bunch of men stripping.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know why I watched that shit. I don't even know why I watched it. I was like,
check this out, right? Like, my friend's mom, she was like, "Oh, you've seen the Magic Mike movie?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I watch movies." I'm like, I'm like, I don't understand the big deal. And she's like, oh, because, a lot of guys, they probably wouldn't, but I'm Terrence. So I'm just like, I watch it and I watched it and I'm like, it's pretty good, but it's just as simple as that. I'm like, the fucking story was pretty good. Like, you would not think that when you just see a commercial, the dudes are just doing that. You're like, man, this ain't nothing but something for some females and shit. It ain't going to have no substance in it. Then you watch that shit like, damn.
Oh, Steven Soderbergh, by the way. Yeah, Steven Soderbergh. Wow, man. He's all over the fucking place, bro.
Danny, you ever seen Magic Mike?
Magic Mike.
He did the Ocean's series.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Channing Tatum one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Me neither.
The fucking what's his name is in there too. Deathstroke, Joe Manganiello. He's in there. Kevin Nash is in there.
I couldn't care which dude is in that movie.
Joe Gabriel Iglesias is in there. Like, you got all kinds of people.
Don't care. Don't care. So wait, you watch Brokeback Mountain too?
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that once. Yeah,
I've seen Moonlight, man. Moonlight's
Yeah, I saw Moonlight as well. Moonlight's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah, we're not having a homophobic issue. I'm not going to do that. I hate bringing that fire.
Last night you had a sexist moment. We having a homophobic.
Okay. Since we put Moonlight out there, right? There were two scenes in Moonlight when I was just like, we probably not going to be watching this over and over. Does anybody else want to see this? Okay. I'm like, because it was graphic in a couple of scenes. I was like,
are you talking about the sand?
Yeah, and then there was another.
Yeah,
I was like, you guys could keep those scenes to yourself because I don't think me and Danny really want to know about.
No, it is a good movie.
I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just saying, like, there was some scenes where I was just like, okay, yeah, that's. I mean, I got the point. Like, I mean, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
bro, that scene in Watchmen turned me off.
Yeah, last night.
Oh man, in Watchmen, they was just like, oh my god, the way. I read that fucking graphic novel. That shit didn't happen like that, Anzo. I was like, holy shit.
What are you gonna say, Danny?
Last night you was talking about the people name, how the guy saw your name and associated you.
Yeah.
There's a book called Thugonomics that talks about that, how blacks particularly name their kids these crazy names, and it puts them at a disadvantage.
Facts.
Because it says that, say for instance, you got Kiziku Johnson, and he or she has an MBA, all this kind of stuff. You got Jeff Johnson, and he or she, and they get the same thing. But Kizzy Koo resume might be slightly better than Jeff Johnson. Most people in the power that are white will gravitate toward Jeff Johnson
Danny
versus
Graham.
Kizzy Koo
Danny
Yeah.
Graham,
Because-
Josh Burris.
because of the name.
Danny Graham, Josh Burris. No, you know what? Some of those names are like La Keisha because it's like the father is Lawrence and the mother's Keisha. It's like, yeah, we'll mix them together. And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah.
You gotta be careful about this uniqueness because sometimes uniqueness can put your
Hinder.
child further place back where the,
Uniqueness. Yeah, our daughter name gonna be uniqueness.
Yeah, no. See, my parents, I asked them a long time ago when I was in
I'll be
school.
right
I was
back,
like,
guys.
so what made you name me Terrence? They're like, oh, it just seemed right. I'm like, what the fuck kind of answer is that? Like, I was expecting like some kind of crazy story or something. Like, nope.
my dad told me that
nothing.
his best friend's name was Danny, and they named me after them. So,
Oh, see, that's more compelling than it just felt right.
but it's
Joshua,
definitely
you know, that's my dude right there, man. Joshua, bro, taking over after Moses, man. Strong, biblical, American name, baby. Hey,
right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, see,
Daniel
like
too.
I,
Daniel's the Lions and shit, man.
yeah, Daniel.
There was
is
a,
biblical name, but I'm not
or,
Daniel. I'm Danny.
there was a guy in my high school.
Oh, you're not
like,
Daniel?
No, it's Danny.
Wow.
Straight white boy.
I want it like I want to say it was when I was in 10th grade, right? Like over the loudspeaker, the principal was like Achilles, report to the main office, Achilles,
Oh,
and like
shit.
we like myself and everyone, we started clapping. We're like, where is Achilles? Like that is a sick ass name, and it wasn't in our class, but
we come that dude's heel tonight, man. If he talks,
yeah, I was just like, we just started clapping. I was just like, because Troy was my movie and shit with Brad Pitt, so I was like, his parents, like, if I meet them, I was like, that'd be a handshake. You name your son Achilles, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Like,
That's cool.
Yeah, and then when Achilles tries to get a job, they're gonna be like, Achilles or John.
Was he black or was he white?
Let's take John.
I have no idea, like, because we heard it over
okay.
we heard it over the loudspeaker, but he wasn't in our class though. We just heard the name and started clapping.
And
My
it's
pops-
worse. It's worse with the female, Chandrika, Kanika, Taylor Brown, and you see Catherine Brown. Who you think they're gonna put? I
They're always
guarantee you,
gonna be Catherine Brown.
Chandrika probably gonna come there with an edge.
Yeah.
And probably not wearing the right stuff, the business attire. Because some people, and I'm just saying what I've seen now. Not all the time. These are some things. They will come to certain events that's supposed to be conservative, and they wear club attire. I see it all the time at funerals. Why in the hell are you coming with heels that damn tall, or what do you call them shoes that about 2 or 3? The heels are 2 or 3 inches. Platforms. That's not appropriate. That's not appropriate.
Fish in there. They got fish.
You know what?
I don't.
I get it, but I've never been like, because I've had humans go, Terrence, do you think that's appropriate what that person's wearing? I'm like, it's none of my fucking business. I'm like, I just never look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's really extreme.
There's some extreme. Some just be short, like club stuff. A club dress is not a dress you wear to a funeral. It's just not. A club dress is not a dress that you wear to an interview.
And you got shutter shades on.
You
got shutter shades on. You taking selfies out of the casket.
I mean, mind you, I'm not saying it's right per se, but if I were to see that, I'd be like, okay, well, she's not wearing what everybody else wears. I'm like, okay, well, it's none of my business.
You now, I take my position very seriously. And if you come to the interview, and if you applying for whatever, and you come there in club attire, I'm probably gonna be like, nah, she ain't.
See, and that sounds kind of like, I mean, not that I had club attire, but that sort of sounds like what my friends were telling me when I didn't have like bad attire, but like I said, like I had holes in my clothes and I was dirty, like the whole, like you can't present yourself that way. And I was just like, I don't have any other clothes, right? Like, and that's why I said I had to.
You have to knock me off of my feet if you come there. Be very articulate. Know what the hell you talking about for law enforcement.
Right.
You gotta come correct, man.
So that's what I was saying,
like-
Danny. What if that person, like, you've seen the resume first and they just had every fucking thing you wanted and it was exceptional, and then they came to the interview in club attire?
Nah,
I ain't saying I would, but
Damn.
that would knock down a lot of points. Say for instance, the attire I graded like A. Just I mean, the resume I graded an A. I see him or her coming club attire. I'm like, that might knock it down
Danny.
2 letter grades for me.
What about my
Gotcha.
fresh, my fro with the fresh
I don't
line
care.
and
I don't
edge
care
on it?
about that.
You don't care about that? Okay.
As long as you neat, like you got the beard and mustache. If it's proper, if you properly groom and stuff,
It is. That's my idea.
I have no problem
What
with
now?
that.
Dreadlocks? I'm okay.
If they
Mohawk,
look
I'm okay.
presentable, they look presentable.
Okay, like-
I want some that look like doggone Bob Marley, like you and you smelling
Damn.
that
If
resin.
you got dreadlocks, you're probably looking like Bob Marley. Then,
No,
man.
I've seen some guys that have
Oh.
dreadlocks, real neat, have the whatever the outline and all that stuff. This is how you present yourself. You get on a nice suit and tie or slacks and a nice shirt.
I guess it depends, because I feel like that's a great question from Anzo. I guess it just depends on the person, because like I want to know, like, if I'm in the position of hiring someone, like, more importantly to me than whatever they walk into the room dressed as, and even more so, like, if you look at their resume, I want to see what they do in action. Like, let me see how you conduct yourself, especially if it's something of a physical nature, because they got everything on the paper all perfect and stuff. They get out there in the field and they just fucking shit. You're like, man,
Yeah,
what
but-
the fuck?
But this is you only got one time to make a good first impression.
Yeah.
If you come to an interview and it's just me, your hair is peasy, like some of these guys that wear their hair peasy and not a good haircut,
Yep.
and your pants hanging with half of your ass. I'm gonna tell you right
Wash
now.
that ass and wash that ass, man. Make sure you wash that ass, baby.
You're not gonna get a job in the
You
business.
said
world.
wash
I'm gonna
the
say,
ass. That's
wash
funny.
that ass, man. Yo, I got this shit, this ish right here. It's what you need, man. We go to
You know,
interview.
I mean,
Right.
that's true though. You're right.
Yes,
That's true.
shit,
You never get the chance to make a first impression again.
Yeah,
But
you won't get to do your shit if you know.
I mean, for me, I've always conducted myself as in, like, I'm gonna, be reasonable, do what I'm gonna do, and, like, in my mind, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck anyway. So it's just like a take it or leave it. And there's so much intelligence and appreciation that's put into the situation that it tends to be fine. Because a lot of humans, especially the ones that don't conduct themselves that way, when they see that from me, then they have a certain response to it. And then if not, then I go somewhere else.
So, Danny,
Yeah, man.
let's say they got into the interview as well and they killed the interview, and you decided that, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on this person. Would you at least mention their attire before you tell them they have the job? Like, would you be like, listen, I'm going to give you a chance, but you can never, like, really come dressed like that. You got to be more appropriate. Would you do something like that? Or would it just be a fuck, nah, I'm not doing it?
If they come there and their attire is not what I think it should be, but they really impress me with their knowledge and their answers and their sincerity, because I got to read the body language when I ask. There's certain questions I'm gonna have in there just to see what their response is going to be, because I look for different tales and see what they're going to lie. One of the questions that I asked, we just had a recent interview. We promoted 2 people. I put one question there specifically, and it was, if you don't get this interview, will it change your attitude towards the job, or will you have a negative attitude? All of them said no. I knew about 2 or 3 of them was lying, because sure enough, they didn't get it, and I heard all the negative. So now I know next time in my brain housing group, okay, when I asked them this question, 7 of them said no, it wouldn't change, and they didn't change, but 3 of them kind of salty about it. So I put stuff in there to see how you're going to act and then watch what you're going to do. Now, if you don't look right physically, your appearance wise, but you come in there and you kill it, then we got a grade and point system, and then we discuss it. If we get the job, then I might say to you once, I'll pull you to the side. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you for future reference. If you want to make a good impression at the next rank, you might want to do ABC 1, 2, 3. That's if I feel you're approachable. If you go to people that don't seem approachable and like you know everything. You done been to heaven, done been to hell, and all this kind of stuff. And I'll let you go ahead and sink or swim.
Get you some
No.
Oxford shoe action.
You
Get you some
know,
fucking Yves Saint Laurent cologne
it's
action.
that was a great question, Anzo, because like you said, if you tell someone, are they willing to make the adjustments? At my first security guard job, that was around the time when I got my barcode on the back of my head.
Mhm.
And that day I, shaved my head and I went into the office to pick up my check. So I walk in and I walk out. My boss is like, Mr. Harris, come here. He's like, step into the light. And I step into the light. He tells me to turn around and he's like, Mr. Harris, is that a barcode on the back of your head? I'm like, yes, sir. Yep. And then, he's like, then he's just like, why is that there? And then I went into the whole, like, I wanted to get something to, that matched my training. And then I went into the whole Hitman thing and Dark Angel and stuff. And then he just sat there with his hand on his chin. He's like, wow. He's like, Mr. Harris, I have never heard of anything like that.
Did I have
right?
a fruit cake? That's what he said.
Like he just was so surprised. He was like, wow. He's like, this is serious. I'm like,
I just
absolutely.
told you what he said.
Who was he, God? He was telling you to step into the light,
as
man.
As soon as you walked out, they said, what the fuck did I do? How did I hire that fruit cake?
No. See, because after that, like he said, he's like, so if I were to tell you to grow your hair out, would you have a problem with that? I said, no, sir, because the tattoo in itself is not there for humans. It's there for me. It is revealed when my hair is low, but if you want me to cover it up, I will feel no way about it, just because if that you're the boss. So, and then he just looked at me. He's like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted you to say. And he said, you don't have to grow your hair out. And then I was able to, keep the barcode showing. I think it was just in that situation, there was a sense of, respect and honesty that he appreciated. Because for a second, I thought he was going to tell me, grow your hair out. You can't have that at work. But he's, before I left the office, I said to him, I was like, sir, not going to lie, I'm a little surprised that you're allowing me to have this, because I don't know if other jobs would allow this. And he said, your job is to protect the property and keep humans away. If they see that, that can add for intimidation. So technically, you're still doing your job, and you've already been doing it well. So I was like, oh,
That's a deterrent.
Thank you. Yeah,
That is correct. Because if I was going to rob a place and I seen like a black dude 6 foot tall there had a barcode in the back of his head,
So
I'd probably think twice.
That's a That's
Wait.
a nut right there. That might be.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terrence. Did you say something about Hitman, like the video game Hitman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah. Because I just thought about that shit. I was like, wait.
Yeah, because he had
he has the
mentioned
barcode
that,
in the back. Yeah.
Right. He had mentioned that, like, he's like, I think one of my sons had played one of those games where the guy in the suit, and it's funny because back then when I was driving, I had the suit and the red tie and the leather gloves. Like, I actually made that a thing. So
God, that's fire.
and I had my briefcase and everything.
You wonder why? You wonder why the police fuck with you.
No. See, but here's the thing, though, right? Every situation that I was in, as I explained to the cops, I was like, "You have no right to pull me over because I didn't do anything wrong." Like I had to tell them their job, and like they got mad at me for doing that.
What did you say, Danny?
They take Hitman on the street.
No, it's just like because I was following the rules and conducting myself. Like now, no one in my city was doing what I was doing, but I still wasn't in violation of anything. To them, it was just weird and bizarre. But I'm like, you can't arrest me on weird and bizarre because I haven't done anything. So they just simply asked me, oh, do you have a criminal record and this, and that? I'm like, no. And then at that time, when I told them I was a security guard, they're like, oh, okay, well, you have a nice day, sir. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So
the thing about it is if those cops actually watched the Hitman movie, they would have took your ass to jail.
Mm-hmm. He wanted by Interpol.
Now, it's funny that you say that because
Interpol.
It's funny that you say that, Anzo. Let me tell you why you're on point with that. Because some of them, they either know the game or they played it themselves, right? Now, my boss and a few of the cops that in these situations,
we'll
they
close
knew,
it up soon, Danny.
They knew about
Overkill drop.
Hitman, and then of course you had that James Cameron show Dark Angel, where the Manticore soldiers had the barcode on the back of their necks, right? So they drew the parallels to that. But I was telling them, while that stuff is an inspiration, it comes from a place of realness because of my actual training. So that's just something to pick, to relate to put the tattoo. So they knew that, and I'm just like, but I'm not that character. It's just something that I used as an inspiration when I wanted to get a tattoo. So they couldn't just go, well, in that game, Agent 47 be killing people, so you're under arrest, Mr. Harris.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
So, and here's the thing, Anzo. When I went with my friend to Target one day, I put my head under the scanner, and it actually.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah. And it did that. Now on the screen, it said unknown item 000. So me and my friend, we were laughing because, we were into, Jason Bourne and all that stuff. And it would have been cool if on the screen would have been like, maintain your position. The U.S. government is on the way. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So it just was interesting how that should happen. But
this guy just said, guys, that the bar thing on the back of his head scanned at a store.
It scanned. It said unknown item. It's just, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to scan, but I was trying to see if it would, right? Because my friend was like,
gamer tag, man, unknown item, bro.
Right. Like my friend was just like, Terrence, you think you'd be able to scan that? And I'm like, that's a good question. I put my head under there, and the humans were like, what the fuck is that guy doing? So it worked.
That's crazy.
But I'm telling you this now, Anzo. Me getting that barcode, I think it was 58 minutes. That was the most painful shit I have ever felt in my life. I was thinking, I had to, when I talk about mental strength, because I was lying down on the little board and shit, and they had a little cutout part for my face to go in. But that 58 minutes, I had to summon my willpower to not leave and come back the next day kind of shit, because I was in so much pain. And I was thinking about how in Dark Angel and the Hitman movie, when they were just sitting there perfectly straight and shit and they were fine, I was like, nah, that's just some movie shit, because I felt like my soul was leaving my body and shit.
Yeah, because that's one of the fucking close to your brain. So skull, I should say. So yeah, that shit hurts, man. That's on bone, man.
Yeah. And that was my first tattoo, man, too. So I had no fucking experience with that shit. Yeah.
Fucking mad. But we're going to close it up, guys. Getting a little late. I'm getting tired as well. Let Danny get some sleep tonight. So we're going to go around the panel so y'all can talk about your channels. We will start off with my homeboy over here, Mr. Comic Chat, a.k.a. Danny Graham. Talk to the people, sir.
I am Danny, a.k.a. Comic Chat, 1/4 of the Chaos Central crew here. Just chatting it up with my guys. Like I said, I missed last night, man. I listened to that on the way to on my second job in the car, and I was like, why the hell did I drink that Z-Quil? And that's what put me out. I drank the Z-Quil last night, and I was out. But enjoy the show. Enjoy talking with Terrence and Josh, Anzo, of course. Sunday, catch us on JJ's channel. We'll be doing the Bad Batch. Shit, I ain't saying not to watch it. Come on, another hour, but I will not be watching. Bad Batch roundtable. And hopefully next week we'll be doing the on Chris channel sometime. Doing next Sunday, probably doing the Loki roundtable. So tune in for those.
Oh wow, that's next Sunday.
Yeah,
the roundtable will be next Sunday, but the show is coming out Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday? Wow, man. Nice, bro. Nice.
And don't forget, Storm's Live is going to be on Danny's channel tonight, this Friday. So check it out tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, tomorrow. So make sure you check that out. Josh, tell the people your channel, sir.
Movie Aficionados. I'm back doing videos again. I got my cologne review. Tried out different colognes and shit. And then also my Quiet Place 2 reviews out today. Tomorrow I'm going to get my Conjuring review. And that's it, man. OOC on Wednesdays. Yeah.
What was that chip you did last week?
Oh, the chips. They were the jerk chicken. She
Yeah.
was good, man. She was good, bro.
You see,
Danny don't know. Danny don't know about no jerk chicken.
No, they're jerk chicken flavored chips.
Yeah, I know.
Lay's.
Danny
No,
don't
but
know nothing about no jerk chicken.
I don't. I never had jerk chicken before.
Jamaican dish.
I just had goat today. I had jerk goat.
Oh hell no! I know. I don't
Yeah, Danny don't know how good gold is. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I haven't had goat either, but I'm willing to
I know
try
it's
it.
good. I know it's good on the plate over somebody else's plate. It ain't good on my plate. Not why all these damn chicken and cows around.
I'm gonna get you some curry goat. You're gonna love it.
No,
It's good shit, man. Very
Trust
good.
me. Trust me.
I will not be eating that when I visit you in Canada, brother. Don't even take me there. I ain't interested. I don't want to try it. No,
Danny, trust me. Just trust me when I tell you. I wouldn't. You know me. I'm picky when I eat. I'm a picky eater.
the
So
same
I
way you
wouldn't-
feel about shrimp, that's how I feel about goat.
Yeah, man, I'm allergic to shrimp, but goat's good. And I had duck yesterday. Woo!
No,
I know
duck.
Man. Loves it. Loves
That's
it.
greasy.
Good shit.
I need to try duck. Yeah.
No
It's good
duck.
shit.
I always
skin.
heard it's greasy. It's really greasy.
And I heard it was rubbery too or something like that.
No, it's not really. No, it depends on who cooks it, I guess. Because
You overcook it.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
No, I don't want none of that. Before I go, Josh, did you like Quiet Place too?
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. It
Yeah,
was a
it was
blast, man.
You better than the first one?
Close.
To me, yeah.
Very close. Very
me, yeah.
close, man. Shockingly close.
I wasn't
Yeah,
a
check
huge fan of the first one. I thought it was okay, but I like this one so much better.
Yeah.
Like that first 15 minutes where they show how it happened, that shit was fire, man.
Spoilers, but yeah.
Well, no, I didn't
That was
really
in the
say
trailer.
anything. I just said
No.
what happens, but yeah. Terrence, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Oh, yep. Anzo, be able to have some goat as well if I go to Canada. You know, mix it in the protein
You don't
shake
have to
or
go to
whatever.
Canada. Where you at?
Absolutely.
You can go to the Jamaican spot. They have them.
Yeah, you don't have no Jamaican spots over there, Terrence? You must.
You know what? I would imagine I do, but I just haven't been to any. Honestly,
Bro,
Probably,
take
man.
your ass to one of them Jamaican restaurants
Good,
and
man. Very
get
good.
some curry goat with rice and peas. You're
That
gonna love
pineapple
that shit.
ginger soda too, man. That shit's good. As
yeah.
hell,
If
too.
when
Pineapple
if I
ginger
go by
juice.
one, I'm gonna text you, Anzo, just like
Yeah.
what is that dish that you told me, and then that's what I'll get.
Oh, what are the cakes? The cakes too, man. Those fucking
But,
cakes.
Dumpling? Dumplings?
What'd you say? No,
dumpling?
something else. Red. It was like a red, not like red velvet, but it was something else.
No, I'm no
Yeah.
idea.
I'm sorry,
so,
Terrence. I'm like getting lost.
Oh no, no worries, Josh. Yeah.
No, rum raisin. It's like a rum raisin cake. That was Jamaican.
Oh,
They had
okay.
that too at the spot. Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me on Anzo's channel, Big Afford Entertainment, and Danny's channel. You know, I feel like those are the two channels that I frequent the most out of everyone on this platform. So, you know, wherever you see Anzo and Danny, then Terrence will likely pop up. You know, I got to be honest with the humans listening. You know, right now I'm experiencing something called sadness because Danny's trying to go to sleep. Anzo's leaving. Josh is leaving. It's just, but you
I think
know,
I'm gonna be up for a little bit.
It's-
But
We're not
you know,
Terrence. Sorry, there can only be one Terrence.
I just wanted to share that, you know, with my brothers that sometimes in life you get a little sad, but in my state of sadness, you can find me on T-Virus Terrence, where, you know, I do experience forms of joy in different ways, putting out a lot of different content, you know, whatever pops in my head, because you never know what may happen in life. But I think that as long as you have fun, then you can counteract the sadness that I'm currently feeling due to the fact that the stream is going to end. But yeah.
You'll survive.
Yeah.
With that being said, we are out, guys. Much respect to everybody that came in and checked out the show. You know who you guys are in the chat. Much appreciated. Love you all. Peace.